Hey, how you doing? It's Garcia's on Wheels, and we are going on a trip with our rig. What?
I know.
It's our second trip with our rig. We have the dog back here, we got the cats, and we are headed off to Lassen. So, we're at a rest stop now. It's been an adventure up to this point. That's why we haven't really filmed. I don't like filming when Reno is stressed out because then he doesn't want to see himself and then he just doesn't use the footage. So, as I said before, we're headed towards Lassen National Park. We're staying at a campground near there. We're not staying in Lassen because we're too big. We got a behemoth behind us and it's too big. So that's what we're doing. We're at a rest stop. Tucker and I are eating some french fries. He's stress eating, as you can tell.
Oh, hi there!
Hello.
What's up, dude? Are you so happy?
Tucker was stress eating.
Yeah. So it smells like french fries in here? Okay.
Mm-hmm. How you feeling so far?
A little better now that I know that I didn't break the truck.
I didn't tell them about that. I just said you've been stressed.
Oh, yeah.
So, you could probably tell them about it, I think.
Yeah, so we got to a parking lot at a Love's or some kind of convenience store type place, and I had to make a sharp turn. Well, I guess the cable got caught for the breakaway cable on the fifth wheel, so the brakes on the trailer locked up, and I didn't know it, and I thought I ran over something, and then I couldn't get the truck to go forward or back, and I was like, man, I am hundreds of miles from home. I have no clue what's going on. Somebody's gonna have to come and get me. I'm blocking all traffic because I'm just stuck. And then it dawned on me that I should check that, and sure enough, yep, just pulled the little pin out, so fixed.
At least we know that works.
Yep. So that's what I got.
So you're less stressed now.
I'm a little less stressed.
Okay.
Second time, it's not too bad. It's still getting used to it because it's just so big, but it's fine. The truck does really well. I just have to get used to it, but I think we're doing okay. So I haven't killed anybody this time. I haven't even driven over a single curb yet. Last time was a little bit more harrowing journey than this time.
What it says. What campground are we going to again? Because I keep forgetting.
The Village at Child's Meadow.
Village at Child's Meadow. Don't know it, never heard of it, but our site's supposed to be pull-through, which is good because we're a little big, and it's just not fun to try to back in places when you got something really big. It can be done. I mean, Reno is really good at that, but pull-through just makes our lives easier.
That's true. I got some trees.
We just got to the campground. Yay! Reno's inside for registration and find our site and everything, but it's supposed to be pull-through and it's supposed to be full hookups, which is nice. And I actually see the restaurant across the way that we're going to for our anniversary. Our anniversary is October 19th, so it's actually tomorrow. Today's the 18th, so that's why we came and took an adventure this week. We're here till Friday. I believe we're leaving Friday morning. Yeah, last trip before we take it over to a camping world for some warranty stuff, but I'm cutting it close there. So, we're all hooked up. We've made it. I'd be filming outside, but it's really dark right now. It's about 6 something, I guess. It's dinner time, and we are going to drive around and look for food. Note to self, there's no service up here. So that's going to be interesting for a distance learning or teaching. But there is Wi-Fi at the store, but it's very spotty, so we'll see how that works out this week. But just a heads up, no cell service up here, at least for AT&T. What'd you order, honey?
I ordered a keto burrito made with a low-carb tortilla and low-carb rice and low-carb beans. It's only about 100 carbs, so it totally fits in my 20 carbs a day, I'm sure.
Ooh, Tuckaroni, you interrupting my shot over here. So it is officially day 1, and here comes Reno interrupting my shot too.
Huh?
You're interrupting my shot.
Sorry.
It is Monday the 19th, so it's full day 1 of being in Lassen, which is really fun. We're going to the national park today. We're gonna be going throughout the week, but this is the day that we have like all day to do stuff, which is nice because the rest of the day we have to do distance teaching, which is gonna be really interesting without internet. So it's gonna be something we have to figure out. And today is actually our anniversary. Woo woo! So we actually have a dinner planned tonight at one of the restaurants. Didn't realize it was gonna be as expensive as the menu looks as to be, but should be nice, especially for our anniversary. So we made it to Lassen National Park. It is a $30 entrance fee, but it's good for 7 days. Sadly, their credit card machine's down, so it is cash only right now. I don't know if it will be like that all the time, but as of right now, it's cash only, so beware. I didn't have cell phone service. Do you have cell phone service, honey? I didn't see any.
Nope.
Nope, zero cell phone
Negative
service.
Ghost Rider.
Up here. Getting here though, there was some, but not while we were here. So we're gonna go visit the visitor center.
This tree is conveniently placed not to interrupt.
Because of the way the sun
The
is?
sun is coming right through the corner of
Oh,
this
that's
tree.
nice.
Well, you could show them.
Okay, let me show you. Look at that. It does not transfer on camera.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
You can see this shadow straight down the parking lot to where we're standing.
That's true. So we're going to the visitor center, and then we'll figure out what part we're gonna visit today, because we have 4 days here in the park, right?
I don't know. For sure.
Okay.
We got some days. Okay. Jessica wandered off, so you're stuck with me. So here we go. Oh, let's shut the door. Wait. We gotta lay out our map. Maybe if it cooperates. Okay, here's what we got. So today, if the map would stay, we got feet. It's cool. Okay, we're gonna hit Sulfur Works, Bumpass Trailhead, Kings Creek, and then Devastated Area, and then hopefully we can make it up to this lake today. So that's day 1. Day 2, right here, Devil's Kitchen, Bowling Springs Lake. Day 3, Juniper Lake. Day 4, Cinder Cone. That's the plan.
So we have made it to our first stop of the day in Lassen, and it is Sulfur Works. It's a giant mud puddle of sulfur. You can definitely smell it, that's for sure. It's off one of the main roads, so we parked in the parking lot and we're gonna go walk up to it. It's pretty, it's a little stinky, but it looks really cool because it's all bubbly. Oh, there it is. I don't think you want to go in there. So, according to the sign, it tells me that the way these mud pots are formed is that at the bottom where the molten rock is, there's volcanic heat and gases that rise up, and then water starts to boil and then rise up as well, and then it's a mixture of like mud, volcanic rock and everything. So that's how it forms these mud pots, and that's how they're boiling hot, because it's actually from the heat and the gases down in the volcano. So the last time these volcanoes erupted was 1915. So it is right now considered inactive. However, there is still a possibility that it could erupt again. Let's hope today's not that day, because that wouldn't be very fun. I highly doubt it, but it still can technically erupt. You know, the sign says stay on the sidewalk because people are burned each year because they ignored. Someone ignored the sign. I'm not, because I know better. So that was a pretty cool little mud spot area where the sulfur is. Again, sulfur smells. It should be a shouldn't be a warning. I mean, it should be common sense, but just letting you know, sulfur smells like eggs. If you don't like that smell, this park's probably not for you, because it's a volcanic park. So we're going to Bumpass Trailhead, which ends up on Bumpass Hill, and it's a trail that is almost like a boardwalk that's actually over all the like sulfur pools and stuff. You probably don't want to go into it. You might end up like the grandma on Dante's Peak, if you know what I'm talking about. But that's our next spot. Stupid grandma.
Listen, this seems to be clearly bothering you because you referenced it several times already.
The grandma knows better. She's the reason that they had to, you know, they were going so slow and she didn't want to leave her house and they had to force her to leave her house even though lava was coming down. Now they're stuck with grandma. Just listen, grandma. Just listen. Just listen.
Listen.
So we have made it to our next spot, which is Bumpass Trail, which takes you to Bumpass Hill, which is like a boardwalk thingy-mabobs, right?
Yes, that's what I've seen in other people's YouTube videos.
So, but right now we're actually going to eat our lunch because we packed our lunch because we're smart this time. We brought food.
Yep.
Because that trail of Bumpass Hill is about 2 to 3 hours. So we figured we'd eat now. That way we're not whiny on the trail.
Because we get hangry.
I get hangry. So it is lunchtime and then off to the trail. So we had just finished our lunch. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And Reno had a salami sandwich on his keto bread. It actually is keto.
Oh yeah, because that's what I could find at the convenience store.
Yeah, I think
salami and cheese, so I made a sandwich out of it.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna have to go to one of the stores in town and buy you some deli meat and some lunch meat.
Some lunch meats.
That's all we had. So now we're going to go take a look at this. What's it called again? I'm losing my brain. Bumpass Hill.
So, you know how I love reading signs. So, just read this one, and it's talking about how we're basically in the middle of a big volcano that used to be here 400,000 years or 600,000 years ago. And so all these peaks around us are like the edges of it, and the middle's gone now.
So we're on Bumpass Hill Trail. It's about 1.5 miles there, so 3 miles round trip. And we're supposed to end up in some more sulfur areas, so that should be fun. We have just made it to Bumpass Hill where there's more sulfur pits. Ooh, and I can definitely start to smell them. It's really neat over here.
So Mr. Bumpass of Bumpass Hill, I guess laid claim to this when he found it in, what was the year? It told me right in front of my face. 1864. So in 1864, he came down here and I guess he stepped on a hard crust, but it cracked and he went through it. And the boiling sulfur is 240 degrees and burned and had to have his leg amputated. So he never got to realize his dreams of his tourist attraction down here and mining for minerals. So that's unfortunate for him.
So note to self, don't step in the 240 degree boiling sulfur.
Yeah, that's probably why there's now a boardwalk. This rarely happens in nature. Here is an indigenous orange cone.
So we have made it to the boardwalk part, and I guess the boardwalk helps so we don't fall into the sulfur pits, like, essentially. I mean, do you really want your leg burned off with 240 degrees of molten lava?
Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun.
Probably not. So, the boardwalk, good idea. See, all right here is the sulfur pits, and that's what we do not want to touch, because it's dangerous and it'll burn, right, honey?
Yeah.
You can't veer off this trail.
Burn your leg OFFT off.
You can't go off this trail, honey.
I just went off the trail. No, I actually didn't. I walked on the boardwalk.
Someone, I just want you to say, he offered to hold my water bottle. I'm just saying.
It's because I like pink so much.
Yeah, it's so pretty
That's
on
the
you.
real
It's
reason.
that pink and camo color that just goes together, you know?
I was jealous of that pink.
Oh, look at that.
Pink and coyote.
Coyote, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen a coyote up close. I'm not sure if they're this color.
Your butt's dirty. How do you feel about Bumpass Hill, honey?
I'm glad that I did not burn my leg off.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad too.
It's pretty neat though. I wish that we could get up close to that steam stuff, but that's probably deliberate. They don't want us to catch on fire.
I think that steam is not like normal steam. I think that steam is probably just as hot.
Well, real steam is pretty darn hot.
Yeah, it is. It still burns you, so it's probably a good idea that that you can't get over there.
I just wanted to be a little closer.
It's for your safety, honey.
Yeah, I don't like being safe.
I know you don't like being safe. I like the bench better.
This is how far Jessica was from a bench. She made it
I need it. Oh, don't do that.
to this rock.
This bench is not steady.
Now bench.
Here's Reno, and there are the cars.
Yeah,
see our
we can
truck.
see our truck from here.
I know.
Woohoo! We almost made it.
Almost made it.
That's good.
So we've been home for a couple hours getting ready for our anniversary dinner, and conveniently our restaurant that we're going to is about 200 feet that way. It's right across the street, which actually works out well for us. I don't know if we're gonna walk or take the car. Depends on how cold it is. But we were headed over there. I'm probably not gonna take the GoPro just because it's a fancy schmancy restaurant. GoPro just kind of looks a little in the restaurant, but we'll definitely show you inside.
What am I seeing?
That we're here.
I don't even know where here is.
We're at the Highlands.
I'm not very good at this if I don't know what we're doing.
Someone doesn't know what we're doing. We're having anniversary dinner at Highlands Ranch Resort, but we're at the restaurant.
Highlands Ranch Resort?
I think it's Highlands Ranch Resort or
We don't
Highlands
even know
Ranch.
the name of this place.
It's Highlands something.
But it's expensive. But the bread is good.
So we're good there. You spent the extra $5 for your blue cheese.
Heck yes, I got some blue cheese on my steak. We'll see when it comes.
Mm-hmm.
And they got these little tiny cups. This is not alcohol.
Diet Pepsi.
It's just
or Diet
Coke.
Coke.
Which is unfortunate that it comes in such a small glass. Because yesterday's dinner came in a cup like this. So.
Well, our food arrived. I got country fried chicken, and then you got a ribeye.
There's my ribeye.
Looks tasty.
Yep, so we're gonna have to go eat that and then see how good it really is.
No. So here's the aftermath.
I needed a 12-ounce ribeye, not a 14-ounce ribeye, because I have about 2 ounces left.
$10 right there. You taking it? Finish it.
I really am thinking about it, but it depends on what the dessert is.
Yeah, we're like,
But then they'll probably take it from me.
yeah. Someone definitely has a problem over here.
Yeah, I got a problem.
Explain yourself.
Tiny Diet Coke glasses.
What did we order for dessert, honey?
We got a cookie with ice cream. It's not a cookie skillet, so we're not sure. I'm thinking it's probably a Chips Ahoy.
I think it's gotta be a little bit bigger than that.
And hopefully it's bigger than that. This is decidedly not Chips Ahoy. This cookie is the size of my head.
Looks super tasty.
I'll tell you just how super tasty it is. It's in like a frozen glass. Look at this.
I know, that's super nifty.
This is magic right
I
here.
know.
It's amazing.
That's a big cookie.
Oh my goodness.
Caramel sauce.
I
and
didn't even
chocolate
know
sauce.
how to get to the cookie.
Just break it off, honey.
Okay.
Split it in half. We each get a half.
Okay.
That's a cookie. It's not Chips Ahoy.
Not Chips Ahoy. Although the cookie's not warm. But it is very good.
So we are back home now. We are sitting by the fire because it is super cold. I even had to get my big sweatshirt and I put on my slippers because it's so cold. Dinner was good, dessert was good. And we're just chilling out here by the fire. And we have a special announcement. So, Garcia's on Wheels is expanding, and not just on social media. I am pregnant. So, I am the reason there hasn't been a lot of adventures. Just little sickies. But that's exciting news. We're excited. We cannot wait for this journey. And join us next week as we continue our journey throughout Lassen National Park.